Hello and welcome to the stream on this Monday evening. How is everybody? It's a bank holiday in the UK, so I've done a few little chilled things today. We are going to be drawing Will Serfort from Wistoria, Wands and Swords. I quite love this series at the moment, and I've got my little... it's hard to explain, but I'll show you. I'll see if I can actually... I might be able to do this quickly. So I'll show you what I've got set up. You'll see the back of the YouTube studio slightly, but you'll also see my kind of reference board, which I want to share because I'm using an app called PureRef, and you just basically browse your local machine for a folder that you've got on the computer, and you can do it. So I've basically got this huge board that you can see where the mouse is showing of reference images from Wistoria, Wand and Sword that I'm going to be using, which it will also show you the process that I do. And I'm loving this at the moment because it's kind of like a, not quite a mood board, but it's like a reference board, and I can zoom in for whatever I want to do on it. So I can zoom into whatever reference I want to use at any time, which is good. So I've got a couple of different poses I might think about using as a reference. Sword wielders, dynamic poses as such that I've got and saved. The glove, the outfit for his uniform, his goggles, dynamic fight scene of how it looks and different angles type thing. Part of the magic thing in that, and then sort of like he's the main character and she's his main interest, who's kind of like a super genius wizard, and he's got no magical powers. So it's quite cool, and I've got quite a few nice references up, including how the eyes go on some of these, like this one, especially how the kind of like the cool design in the eyes go. So that's basically my reference sheet to help me. Same as with sword poses. So I've got all, even though it's small, I can zoom in. We've got all these little sword poses. It doesn't matter on the body of the character; it's more the angles. So yeah, that's just sharing a bit behind the scenes. And then obviously we've got YouTube Studio where I can control everything and chat to you guys on this side and see the stream, which is quite cool. So I'll switch us back to the main layout. We can see the iPad and myself. Hi, back again. And we'll see what we've got. So I'll do a couple shout outs first and then we'll work from there. I also have the chat on this screen as well, including the ability for the poll, which I'll leave going for most of the stream, to be honest. We've had 10 votes, but I'll leave it going for now. So let's see what we've got. We've got Galahan19, who says, "No way, I designed this character in a short I posted literally yesterday." Well, that's awesome. But yeah, this is definitely a character that will be showing up a lot lately. It's a new series on Crunchyroll, and it's absolutely amazing. We've got Hello to Tegan, Dr. Virus, who was Red Knight. So I believe, I'm not sure if it's the same account or you've got a second account, because I know you can change your handle and your name on your YouTube accounts. Ark, how you doing? Dragons of the Bomb, hello. Ben says, Ark, is that Mr. X looking for overdue library books? Yeah, you can go chase Ark for that. Minecraft Transformers, hey, how's it going? It's the same one as your Red Knight one, cool. So I also got a new doohickey which allows the iPad to charge while I'm hooking it up on this new connection. So we shouldn't get a green screen, fingers crossed. My new internet means we should have an excellent connection, and the audio as well as the camera shouldn't go squiffy, which means we can start doing more on the actual app, so we can do more like scenes and layouts, and I'm going to try and get it so that that pen display, I might be able to load the Discord up on that window, for example, and then show people's artworks for a showcase at the end, which will be a bit easier than loading browsers, which will be quite cool, and I can show them one by one or something, which will be good. And Ark's good, just finished a drawing of Ben 10 upgrade redesign. Nice. So I'm going to look for a pose to start with. I quite like... which one of these poses do I like? There's a few poses down here, so I was looking for something dynamic to get the essence of the character. But he's gentle until he's fighting, then he's a bit of a badass, which is quite cool. So I just need to think of the best. I suppose that one with the sword is probably the best one to have for him, and then maybe knock it down to his proportions. It's not really 3 in a week. This is like Monday, it's the next week. We had 2 last week because I couldn't do a video. Friday, well, currently Friday is looking to be the community redraw, which has a massive 13 characters in it. Now, not all are redraw characters. We have a fair few narrators in there, but we have 13 speaking roles within this entire redraw, which is a bit of a nice change of pace. Also, it's a bit daunting because I've started editing that. I still got some of the artworks to do. I've done about 2/3 of them currently, which is quite cool. And then I have to finish editing and putting together the sound design. So it's getting there slowly, but it's aimed for Friday or Saturday for that to drop for the redraw, basically the end of the month. It will have a theme, which is one that was voted for by people in the chat. So that's going to be the next theme going forward. So if you looked at the community polls, you'll know. If you haven't, tough. And then I also have a members artwork to do, which unfortunately I can't get to be done now, but it will be a bonus video or a bonus live stream somewhere next week, which is quite a cool one. I'm looking forward to it. I've got all the reference material, I just haven't drawn it. So it's quite interesting. Red Knight, I will answer what I think about Dr. Virus, but that will be happening during the live stream when I'm redrawing him. I know last live stream we said you're not going to be able to change it, and I've given you one change. So now that it's this character, I will fully look at it before and during the live stream and go through what my thoughts are live as I go to redraw it. I don't want to look at it more than just confirming I've had it. I want to wait until we do the live stream and then just do a live reaction for it. I think 1, it'll be better, and 2, I can give my real-time feedback of what my initial reactions and stuff are for it. So yes, be sure to make sure you catch that live stream. Currently, it is planned for September. I think it's more the middle of September. I have a few things sorted for the first 2 weeks. So it's probably the 3rd week in September the live stream will happen, just for transparency, just because that's the earliest I can schedule the live stream in with it and have a proper stream. Tegan's got a little skip. Velocity Tegan. This is boring. Yeah, I have to agree. I have arrived. Where do you keep coming from? I'm not telling you. Don't tell me she's got an interdimensional doohickey thing like Nexum. Holy Jesus, why did you think that was a good idea? What was a good idea? Doing the Red Knights thing? Oh, the redraw. Oh, I guess you're on about with the 13 voices. Yeah, no, it's fine. I've already recorded it. And that. It's just a case of sorting out. So, I'm just gonna... Oh, wrong tool. Ah. Just going to draw some of these poses out on different layers, see how I like them. But I already know I'm tweaking some of the pose a little bit to have the character in there a bit more. That's cool, Red Knight. It's just literally, it's the earliest I've got. I've got other commitments I've promised to be done on the first 2 weeks, and I can't shift them. I can't go into it, but you guys will find out near the time. But yeah, the beauty of live streams though is, if I can't do a video, I can jump on a live stream for a couple hours for you guys. At the same time, it takes me to do one artwork. Because if you want to scale it together, just going back to Ben's comment about you know, 3 live streams in a week. A live stream is I can plug and play and draw one artwork over 3 to 4 hours. A video is multiple artworks that take 3 to 4 hours, plus about half a day's worth of editing, a day or two's worth of scripting, and the upload time, as well as anything else that happens on recording the script as well. So you're talking probably about 2.5 days if you condense it together for you know, for solid time. Is one video, whereas a live stream is what you see is what you get. You don't have to do stories, don't have to do anything else with it. It's literally just a case of that's what it is. Which might sound a little bit, I don't know, harsh or whatever, but you got to look at it from our point of view as creators. We can jump on a live stream. And I may actually do some games at some point on a live stream. Just chuck it on there, some gaming that I do. I don't know if I do it on the channel. I think I'll do it on another channel, but you know, be interesting. Oh, I haven't had a look actually, Ark, in the Discord yet. I'll have a look in a little bit on that. Also, it works. So there is a new feature. We have a form which I have added to stream elements. Now, this is suggest a future video. You can submit multiple forms by going back onto the link. However, it'll pop up in the streams, and you guys can suggest a video you want to see in the future, whether it's during, I don't know, Has Been Hotel as SCPs or something that's dinosaurs. If you want to suggest it, you can actually do it on this form. And what I'll do is, after a little while, I will go in and I'll check all the submissions, and the ones that have got the highest amount of I want to do this or I want to use this topic, I will create a video based on it. It also allows you to put feedback on an extra multiple choice I've put on there so that you guys can let me know existing type of content you want to see, like if it's how-tos or more redrawings of your guys' artworks or stuff, so I get a feel for it. So hopefully that video link will work. I'm about to test the link works a second, give me a second, but it's something new. I'm chucking some new things in nowadays. I'm still working on one or two other ones, so that'll drop in. But if you miss it and the chat gets active, exclamation mark, I think it's video suggest, will load it up for you, and it's completely anonymous, so don't worry about it. I don't collect your email or anything. It's just a big text box to enter your video idea at the bottom, which is required, and then a little checklist to say what type of what content you want to see on the channel, just so I can get a feel for it. Which I hope you guys want and you like, and it'll be quite cool. But I didn't expect it to kick in. There are a couple of us that might kick in. We'll have a look. One should be the Discord link, possibly. And one, I'm trying to start a live stream sheet as well. Kind of like a stream sheet, where it'll have what the last live, starting from last week or the last three. I'll update it each week with what was done on a live stream on what date, so, with a link to it, so you can go back to any previous live streams if it's a matching one for it. Trying just gives more things for you guys in the chat to play around with, to be honest. But hopefully it works quite nice and you like it. But it does mean that in here I don't have to track your video suggestions. You can tell me if you want to in chat, or you can just drop them straight into the form, and that form won't change, which I think is quite cool. Some of you may have got an advert. I do apologise for that. It's just the way it goes. But I think that's quite cool in the fact that hopefully it's going to give you guys a bit more involvement on the channel to help get a judge of what you want. But also, I'll then start to be able to get a feel of what videos you like to make the content you guys want. I was considering that then, adding Elfie into it. I'm not sure how, but if you caught the start of it, I have a reference sheet and she's in the sheet as well. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do them. I kind of think, depending on how this piece goes, it'll be really cool to... It would be cool to add her. I just have to make sure I've got the character kind of in place and the bits I don't want of the rough sketch done. But this is the beauty of rough sketches. You can do what you need to do on them and still have the core essence of what you want when you refine stuff a bit later, which is quite cool. But anyway, then, how are you doing? How's your Monday been? And I know we're going to get people jump in and out, and there's not a lot of huge people with this, so I think I suggested future video. That's cool. If you want to use the form above you in the chat and do it, then that'll be really cool. And I will just double check that I'm getting the responses while we're here. It's a new setup. It's a new thing. But yeah, so you've got the form there. But if I go into a new... never submit Google... that's fine. Submit form. Not a problem. So that's the form link for it, but I want to check the main link. The uber link, which is just basically just my admin side of things on it. Let's go into forms. Let's check that form. I just want to see if I've got responses coming through. I'm 100% confident it is. I just want to make sure it's coming through and it's working nicely, because, you know, if it is, then it's quite cool. So responses, I have had... Wow, 6 responses. That's amazing. Cool. So I don't know who's done these, so you don't have to say in chat, but we've had, and this makes it so much easier for me. So we've had superheroes as demons, murder drones as Pokemon. That's actually a cool idea. Anything Blaze Blue related, but here are some ideas. And there's a list of different fighting game ideas and stuff on the characters. Famous first-person shooter characters as dragons. That's quite cool. Digimon as dragons, and what if cartoon villains were heroes like Will Serfort, Discord, and Belos? And then on the information above, it tells me the percentages of you guys that want, you know, original stories, the what if stories, more fusion videos, drawing viewers OCs, and more collabs on the channel type thing, which is amazing because this is a great way for me to track this and see what you guys want. So thank you so much for that. Oh no, it's fine. I love it. I love the fact you guys are using the form, and you can do multiple suggestions as well. You should be able to click the link again and do a second submission if you wish to, in theory. If not, let me know and I'll store the form data off and I'll just clear the forms later. But for now, it's a Google form that builds it up, which is quite cool. The reason why... Okay, Red Knight's put... I like the idea of how my OC.virus, my version, into your world by the live stream. Potentially. I don't know if it's going to be part of the main storyline, but there is a redrawing, you know, your OCs in my style is actually a whole thing I want to do. Give back to you guys some of your rather unique and rather cool designs and put them into my style here and there. There are other things I want to branch out into, but I'm not sure how well received they're going to be. So, you know, maybe I might want to do some fake mon at some point. I might want to do some of the other stuff that you get on our channels. Take things and turn them into this and just build upon them and work on that. It's kind of a little bit of a catch-22 at the moment, because I'm not 100% sure where I want to go with some aspects of new things on the channel, but I'm still going to keep the story that we've got, the narrators and stuff, and then do maybe them in what-ifs, maybe some uniquely one-off what-ifs. Going back to the original ones where it's just talking about characters like Batman in Pokemon and stuff, which is quite cool. So that's interesting, and we'll see what happens with that. Ting's got a skit, which is the kid. What is this? A shiny cipher I found yesterday. Why is it here? So I can cause chaos. Cause what? And the kid's voice would be in that, but I can't do two voices at the same time. The reason why I picked up the virus from, I think, is that it might be a good time, and maybe the only time I can make virus form look more cyber and virus-like. That's fair enough. And you do not know how long to get that to put in the 1 series drawing. Yeah, I'm going to find a loophole of that. I will figure that out. I'm not going to be... I don't want to do all the 1s and 0s as such. I will probably find a code reference material and drop it over the top. But yeah, I get what you mean, Red Knight. It is difficult to often do the 1s and the 0s and stuff. So I'm basically copying a pose that I've got here. There's no details for the character on it, which is good. It's just a sketched pose, and I've tweaked it slightly on the perspective. But the main concept is it's got to look like it's kind of holding the weight. Might also need to go out a little bit further behind him. That doesn't look quite right. Which is just working through the build of the character section, how things go on. Maybe this one should be the hand with a sword in it, perhaps. That's going to be a larger arm, so a bit there. Come down and out a bit more. I will tweak the arm. It isn't quite right, but this is one of the things I love about being able to do this in clip shows. I can just tweak a few aspects and kind of look a bit more how it should do. Not perfect, but I'm going to refine it over the top. Yeah, so the video suggestion thing in the chat should go every 10 to 15 minutes from when it first goes. To drop it in here and there. So I guess if you guys aren't very active in chat, or since the last chat message, it's been a minute, it will trigger the timer again. It might need tweaking, so please bear with, but it just means that you guys can always get the link for the video suggestions in chat. You can also get the Discord link if you do !Discord. So if any of you don't have the Discord link, !Discord should then trigger it to load the Discord link. I don't know if it'll work for me. There we go. So a bit after you get the Discord link come through. So I'm putting some commands in for things that I want to do and add. So if you've got anything you want to see on it or something, then you know, think that'd be quite cool, and then drop it in. Yeah, it's just taking it from there really. I just want to make sure that things kind of work how they should do. But it's quite cool. And then I can see the chat on this window, I can see what members we've got, and I can see the stream with all the details, because I managed to get the SCE version of OBS from Stream Elements. So that's got me back to how it should be on those. And I think that... I know what's wrong with this picture, it's this. This bit's not quite right in its entire angle and stuff. Let's see, that should probably get on top there. Bigger because it's closer. To support his weight. That looks a bit better. Proportions are so tricky to get on some of these, but once you've got the basics in place. So we'll have Will in here, and he does have a sword, so I'm going to look to add the sword. I'll read your chat in a minute. Advert incoming, just a warning to you guys. So he does have a sword, and it's often just a normal large straight sword, but I'm looking for my reference picture of the sword, because I know I've got one on here. Yeah, and half a long sword. Jesus, it is really, really long sword. Oh, that didn't work. Haha. Unless that puts something else in, that stream element command needs to be tweaked. Hang on. I will tweak that now. Dr. Virus says, I wonder what one of your OC will found Dr. Virus in his virus form and think one of your OC bad memories of Dr. N virus, and please do the voice for fun. I'm not sure how to do that story bit because I can't do Dr. N Virus's voice, and I don't know what voice your Dr. Virus kind of has. It'd be easy if you wrote out a miniature skit for it. That'd be absolutely amazing, and then I could do that. But we'll take it from there. Right, let's go back to this and just tweak this slightly. Give me a second, guys. Just need to haven't had a chance to do a stream to tailor it as such, but it's not a problem. And I think we might do the Discord showcase at the end. I'll probably have to make a channel for it at some point. But for this, I just want to go into that and go into that. Edit that. What's the have I got commands for it? Underscore exclamation mark suggests vid will give you the form, but that's dropping in fine. Discord's on that. That one's not actually existing at the moment, so I just want to go back to. Oh, we could do counters as well. So, like on Kingpin's stream, if Fazbear Entertainment is getting ads, we can do an ad counter. We can set one up. Why am I not seeing what I want to see? Is it that one? Give me a second, guys. I'm just literally trying to find the link that was supposed to go in there. I had this the other day, and it's really... No, it's not that. Let's go on that page. Let's see if that's got it. Why can I not find the one page that I want? Do you know how fun it is trying to find a page when you don't know where the page is? Should draw malware from Ben 10 and Adam from Asbilto, or do you want some? Oh no, draw them, Mark. I'm happy for you to draw whatever the chat suggests. I haven't actually gone to do it. You've got one ad. That's okay. And Tegan's got a skit I'll do in just a minute. I just want to... Well, where's my page? How do I find my page that does it? I don't know where the page is to do it, which is really weird. That should be part of my dashboard. It should exist there and then. Alright, rather than mess around with this, I'm just going to disable that counter, or that timer, sorry. It's fine, the timer does exist somewhere, I just have to find it. Timer. Take off the support one, which was supposed to be, you can add stuff. Wait, do I get the link if I do? Sorry guys, I'm just gonna see. Does that actually work? That's what the link was supposed to be. I was trying to get that to work on a bot timer. If you guys wanted to, but it's not anything major. I will tweak these settings now, so give me a second, guys. Interval is going to be every, I don't know, 30 minutes. Every half hour it'll... Yeah, half hour now. 45 minutes. We'll go nearly an hour. Chat line's going to be 5. Save that. And there we have it. We have our little thing for it. Nothing major. It's just if you guys want to not use a super chat and you want to just support, then dropping it in and just making use of all the tools I got. Like I say, you don't have to feel that you need to do it. It is purely just for that. So if we've got Will here, do I? I will change the colour of this to like a dark blue. Do you think we should add Elfie in there? Which is the blue-haired character? Oh, I've got to add the cat. I gotta add the kitty cat. The weird little kitty cat character. It's gonna be on a layer, probably. Actually, I never added this sword, did I? Let's go back. I haven't added a sword, which I'll put into a new layer, and I will just put both of these in there. Right, okay. Are you getting ads every 6 minutes, guys? Hey, Geordie Wolf, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I've been bouncing back and forth between everything lately, so yeah, it'll be quite interesting to see what happens, but feel free to chat and see what happens. Tegan's got a skit, so Loki's saying, where is the Godslayer? She's still a baby, so she's with the moniker in Nexum. Why can't I destroy her? Because she's a baby? But I am an evil demon overlord. Ben, I could have been worse. I could have suggested. Yeah, Ben, don't start doing that. The sword is quite a huge sword, so let's look at doing that with straight lines going through, because it is quite a large handle from behind him. I'm just drawing a quick square for the sword in, just to get an idea, because it is going to be a there. Erase that end bit, and then the main part of the sword comes out is literally just a long sword that goes like that. But it's quite a thick blade actually. And we've just got that and the lines there. And I'll tweak that later, but that's basically a huge big sword for him. Probably does need shrinking down slightly to just fit in the hand. Bit more, but that's probably looking about right. He's going to be in the foreground, probably about here. I might actually make him go over the edge of the foreground, but I'm not sure. And then I want another folder, and that's going to be Elfie, and that's going to be blue, and Will can be orange. Does anyone have one of those drawings where you have no idea why you drew it and it just looks goofy as heck? Yeah, I did loads of automatic scribbles. You scribble and then you pick the shapes out of it that match when I was younger, and yeah, they looked really, really weird. Right. So I do have a. Where's that picture? There we go. Woohoo! So he's there. So she's going to be. I might actually just turn this layer off for a minute and draw her. So she's going to be more Oops, wrong drawing tool. That's how I get the right drawing tool and change the colour a bit. She's going to be... Oh, you can't see that. I'll go for... Yeah, there we go. I mean, this is probably going to take a live stream or two, but if you guys want me to do something else on the lives later on, let me know. This is more to just... I don't want that pose. That is a quite cool pose. I don't think I've drawn that right. I feel like that goes a bit lower down more here. She's got a big gem on her chest. You haven't done my story. And Red Knight or Dr. Virus, I asked you to do a skit from it. You've just said do a voice for fun. I don't know what the story is without sitting down and thinking about it properly for the characters. So it's literally a case of you need to give more information and then I can attempt to do it. I also don't know what voice Dr. Virus would have. Is the other issue we've got here. Actually, I want her in a dynamic pose. Let's put her in a dynamic pose. What poses have we got we can do? That was his pose. I've got a standard picture of her stood there, but she needs to be more... Where's his one? I'm not sure I like his pose anymore. No, I want to change it up. I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to create a brand new layer above everything, and I'm just going to redraw him quickly in a new pose, which might be a bit better. This is the thing. You never, often your first idea is never really going to work, so it's going to be a bit tricky. I think Dr. Virus has downloaded into one of Nexum's mech, and he said that you and one of your friends with the dinosaur hand, you have to meet the other version of me by the names of Dr. N Virus. Okay, give me a bit to think about that, Red Knight, and I'll see what I can do about doing a little skit. Also, just realised Bionite's inspired by Biomechs, which are inspired by Venom. Yeah, and Biomechs were a thing before Venom as well, so... Well, it would be wet and held on. Tegan sat Alistair at your door. You made him look cool, the fusion between Mo and... Oh, that's quite cool. Right, so that comes down to there. I'm here and mostly the shoulder bit there. That chest bit down here. Comes over here, and you've got all this just he's got a rather skinny waist, so that works fine. He's also built like a brick. Well, I can't finish the phrase, but he's built like anything, this guy. He's Will Serfort is literally, because he spends all his time training in the dungeon, he's built way more muscular than any of the other students. Which is quite not exactly main fact, but an interesting fact. But I think I also want to do this more like a close-up bit, so not the whole character. Which is why I've changed the pose. I think you don't have to have all the character in an illustration at times. I think that kind of sometimes adds to the coolness of a character. And then there's a sword that comes out that way, which is his sword. I think I'll change the pose for the armor for the sword. I might actually have that on another arm. Hand can go there. I don't know how it's going to be drawn. Basically, Will's whole design can go across here. I quite like this pose more. I think this compared to this, even though the other one's dynamic, this one will work well with the two characters together. I'm thinking I want to potentially zoom in a bit on this. From here. And I expect Elfie's probably larger than him. I will change back to Red Knight. Should he be Red Virus or Dr. No. It doesn't matter what you've got on your thing, Red Knight, currently. It doesn't make a single difference at all to some of it. It's just a case of how it is. Okay, so that works well for Will there. Put that on and bring that to the top and then turn those two off. Now Elfie, she's got quite a nice... Yeah, there's quite a nice pose there, which is a bit... it's quite cool, but I don't want that pose for her. I want her to be in another type of pose. Best way to do it. If I did that one flipped over, that'd be interesting. That would be rather interesting if I chose that one. Ads are coming in quite frequently. I'm going to see if I can just quickly change the interval because the interval is a little bit too much for my liking. Same problem Kingpin had. I expect you guys are getting them here and there. I'm going to see if I can quickly just change the settings. Fingers crossed, hopefully I can change them midstream. Here we go. Choose how they appear. Schedule frequency. Frequency is going to be at least every... Do it every 18 minutes you get an ad. That should be a bit more of a nicer experience for you guys. There will be streams I will have them higher up, but yeah. My car's already destroyed. I don't have it at the moment, so... Sorry, Ben. The person who destroyed it beat you to it. Yeah, I'm going to draw this pose this way and then I'm going to turn it the other way. Yeah, fortunately, Ben, I'm literally not joking. My car is in for repair at the moment. So, someone beat you to it. got a fancy courtesy car at the moment though, so that's quite interesting, but yeah. Ben, can I have a shiny Cypher back? I need it to evolve it. Yeah, you might need it. Yeah, it's quite interesting throwing these poses, multiple character combinations. It's you've got to think about both characters and how they are, and how they can be portrayed, to what you have in your actual. But it's also on your design, but it's also what you fancy having as well. Hey nerd, how's it going? Ark, you've had 2 ads, that's fine. You should get your next ad in about 18 minutes if this is set up right. Actually, I just looked up Cypher's shiny form. You're better off without it. And just wait until it evolves to get it back. That is true. Neil, why do you think it'll be cool that your OC fought Dr. Fires? Red Knight, the reverse question could be, why do you think it's cool that your OC meets Nexum or fights Nexum on Ehrenfold? Hey Kingpin, how's it going? I don't actually know if I can get this Discord call working at the moment. I don't really know the setup. We didn't really set it up for today, which is a shame because it would be cool to have you guys on the chat. Discord is open. I just don't know how to add it into OBS properly. We could attempt to, if anyone's free. If not, then I can always wait till another time. It's fine. I'm just currently planning out the sketches. Oh no, return of the ads. Yes, however, I've scheduled mine for like 18 minutes apart now, so it should be 18 minutes apart. The video suggest stream elements bit should be popping up every 5 minutes or so, depending on chat. So there's a form that'll drop into the chat every so often that I mentioned. It's working. I've had submissions. It's amazing. And then it's just taking things from there. I'm eating currently, but I should be done before you finish. That's cool. I don't even know if I can actually hook it in properly with the audio thing. I would probably need a Discord call just to actually sort the call, like hear you talking live to actually try and hook it in. Doesn't Cypher evolve with Metal Coat? Or was it when it's traded? No, you've got to trade it with Metal Coat for it to evolve, if I'm right. So you can never... So your Cypher has to be traded to evolve. Which is a bit of a thing. So, edit, transform, horizontal. Yeah, it always looks better one way than the other, doesn't it? But the idea is, if I put Will back in... She's punching him in the face! I was trying to get the compositions slightly separate. Maybe she's going to have to be higher up in this pose for it. And then he's going to have to be a little bit... maybe he's going to have to be a bit lower down to give the dynamic. Need to obviously go back and get this leg again, because this leg, that one goes behind, but this other leg kind of comes down. Well, actually, no, I don't. That leg just comes down, because I want it to kind of try and get her... She's got this badass staff, although I'm not going to be able to draw it, so maybe I just need some ice magic, kind of palm open change with her hand. And then like an ice crystal or something. Oh, her wand. That's it, her actual wand. Oh It's sliding away. Where's the picture of her wand? Because I've got a picture of her wand there. Perfect. She holds it so nandy-pandy. I might not be able to. I have Fit Audition in an hour, but I might be able to have that. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be going for at least an hour or so. But that's not a problem, Ned. We can always do it another day. I've successfully got the iPad charging while doing a stream, so we'll see where we get to on this. But happy to do this in a future video and get you guys to jump on. If Kingpin, if you are free, it'll be good to try and debug, maybe live, getting Discord audio added. I know I need an active call and then to figure out the settings, but are you talking to me would be good to do it, to say what your settings in OBS are, which would be quite interesting. But yeah, also need a drink a second, guys. It's a bit warm here. I'm hoping some people disappear in a bit and then I can actually park my car, well, park the temporary car closer than halfway down the road. Yeah, so the idea of this is I'm kind of working on, in theory, how the hands would go for how she holds her wand. So if I move this around this way, I know it's the other hand, but in principle, her little fingers are there. The wand's kind of going through here, potentially up there. Potentially it'd be the other way around, the wand pointing towards her, but I want to point the wand. Actually, I need to point the wand towards her. Okay, this changes the whole dynamic of this entire section. That needs to be more doubled back on her towards her. Which basically kills most of that other part. So that all goes. Except for the bit there. Because the arm's going to double back on itself. So you're going to have the hand and the arm here. And you're just going to have a bit of that around here. And then you lose everything that's kind of like inside where the arm is. To the hand. Because I want the wand to come back. Where's a chopstick? Do I have one? Just give me a second, guys. I'm just looking for something similar to a wand in hand, other than the Apple Pencil, because I need to draw what I'm singing. That'll do. We got a pen. So she's kind of like that with it. That, so it's coming back towards the face. It's going to be like that. So okay, so that pinky's going to be sticking up into the other direction. Anybody joining now? It's going to look really weird. I'm posing as I draw. I'm such a poser. Yeah, anyway, trying to figure out what to do on this. Yeah, I can use chopsticks when I have food. My one of my best mates taught me years back when we went to a place. I think was it the Chinese Palace or something? I can't remember the exact name. It had palace in it, and it was a really nice place over sitting in a kind of like a mini lake area. And yeah, it was just. It was just literally like one of the cooler places to be. I know that hand's kind of messed up, but it's the closest I'm going to get to a quick sketch. Okay, Dr. Virus, never mind. I will catch you next time. Possibly. Depends if you stay longer next time or not. But no, no, it's cool. I will catch you next time then. fine. Now, drawing her, she seems to have quite a rather busty design. She's not trying to be rude, but she's got a bigger chest than things, so we can make out she's definitely a female character. She's got some badass design of items on her. Damn, they both have some really cool costume designs. But that's fine. I do have a reference picture of her without and him without anything in the way of most of the designs. So I do have like the full clothing pictures roughly. So I'll start with hers pretty much. Start adding that and we'll see what happens. Yes, she does have a bit of a big chest, but she also has a rather unique costume in the fact that that comes down her hands here and that'll be there. Those are long and that point. That one I don't need to worry so much about. Underneath here she's got this kind of massive, you're not going to see much flesh on her basically. She's got this big ass design that goes around her kind of waist area. Which has these larger sections on them that are looking more like that. Obviously on the layer underneath then what we do is we erase the bits within that area just to make it clearer. Just refining the rough sketch to make a really good line art sketch later. Ven, what do you mean what? Ven heard big chest. What? I'm winding you up. Tegan, was I the only one who thought Cypher evolved by level up? I originally thought that, yes, but I learnt in the game the hard way how to do it. Yeah, I've added her into it. She's going to be in the background and from the foreground to try and protect her. That also means that she's got a really interesting design to try and draw into this behind the scenes. I'll actually lock his layer and turn it off for now. So her design. Yeah, her design kind of like is quite well, it's well designed definitely, but it's quite interesting. Yeah, there is a stone one now actually. That's a good point. Yeah, it is kind of hard at times, Ark, but there are ways of doing it. The biggest thing is her arms have these flowing. So even though her arms are there, because she's got these bits here that come out and round, and they've got this very unique designed pattern on them. I'll tweet that bit there. They've also got these things that come down, which means if she's a character being fighting, she's going to have these long tassel bits that come off, and you will get to see a bit of one side, but she's going to have these long tassels on each arm that come off. So one there, and you won't actually see the one on this arm as such, other than perhaps maybe this, because that will have a bit out the side here, and that'll be it, because the way the design is, because of the arms. She has a bit there. She'll have a bit that comes out that way over with her being dynamic as such. And this is where it taking a bit of time to draw the nuances that they've got in the design is also really, really good. Because now she's got this kind of like design here, which has a little bit on that side, and then it comes partly down her legs, so she'll have a bit here, and then her knees are kind of showing, so that's skin in there, and then it comes down to where her legs are, and obviously they start getting hidden by items. I say that because my GF character is both cute with big chest, but also hard to draw. Her just cute. Yeah, that's true. Ben says, Dempsey, who's your favourite Wistoria character? I don't really have one at the moment. I like Will for the story, but I have to say, if I talk about characters with like development and stuff, it is literally Scion, the fire guy, because he's in one of the recent episodes we saw him wanting to be acknowledged by Will, but he wanted to be acknowledged in the way that he was more superior. However, it was quite interesting to see that when they were fighting, he wants to beat Will for a lot of things, the first doing that, but he actually admires him at the same time. And I quite like that for character development. But Will's my favourite character because, one, he's the main character, and two, I just love the way he's like the oddball out and, you know, completely different. Yeah, I don't know what they are called either. They're just some form of drape type stuff. It's a bit tricky, but it's also a case of... this is over the top of it all, which is really weird because it's a diamond-like gem. It's a giant ice gem on the top of a costume. Despite the fact she has quite a big, chest, and her hair is just as complex as this. I'm gonna do her hair in a different colour. But yeah, it's a case of working through some of these. It's like that, but it's also these side bits that come here. They're also going to come around the back of her. So I think for dynamic purpose, I want that there, and then I want the other drape side there. I mean, it doesn't look quite like her at the moment, and these drapes are probably supposed to be thinner consistently, but you know, dramatic flair. This main bulk of the costume, and then it's working out the next steps on top because yeah, her hair's completely different. I might do her hair a vibrant pink. Well, actually, maybe a really, really bright blue. Yeah, do a bright blue. That should show up for you guys. Oh yeah, that'll really show up for you guys. Ha 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 ha. Hey, Omenheart. Yo, yo, how's it going? Julius Hate Club. He was so racist. Yes, he was. I do... Have you watched the episode that came out this weekend, Ben? Just put yes or no. Because I love the way Will mocks Julius. Just beautiful. You can't describe it any other way. This is going airborne. Woo! Just see a bolt fly past the camera. That'll be my trick. Airborne. Nope, not... Oh, you have to. It's on Crunchyroll. Please do. It is just amazing. Just pay attention when they're discussing... It's like the climactic villain monologue thing between the two. Cool, and the first results are just... Julius Gift. Everyone... Yeah... I do feel sorry for him in a way, but in another way I don't. Oh, this is going to be a pain. I need to do... She's got really weird... She's got really weird sideburny things. She's also got a bit that comes up here and like that compared to the rest. And we go into the hair that curves around that way. Before it gets into a little bit like that. And then it just suddenly fans out like it's... Whoever designed this character really liked their just random really cool bits to get up to the head. That's not quite fit so nicely. That is, and that flows out there like that. Goes out to there. That comes in, but they've obviously done their lovely little crossing over of the bits to make things more interesting. It's really difficult copying things and putting them through. What's next? Races towards elves, trolls, goblins, fairies, centaurs, and minotaur. If they don't wield magic in this universe, there's the elite privileged in one of Wistoria, which is, for a good storyline, you need a character people love to hate, who has character development, but you also need some kind of barrier to them having their dream or success. 9 times out of 10, it's a quest that's difficult, and a lot of people are nice, and there's some bad guys. Other ones, they push the prejudices between different races and species within that universe, and the main character doesn't see it that way, and they build upon around that, which is just what happens. So yeah. I really like how Will humbles a lot of his bullies in mod. Yes, that's the key thing. I also like the fact he doesn't actually hate any of the bullies. He sees them as an obstacle to his goal. He doesn't see them as people that are his nemesis or someone he's got to take out. He tries to just, yeah. It's quite nice to see that aspect in it. This hair is really, really complex. Oh my god. I've not got most of it, but it actually does come along behind aspects, like down here. It's long enough to actually go most places. I'm going to do a few, try and get a few extra strand bits in. I mean, this is just her. Look, Will's just going to be like, he's covered in hair. I haven't even got to the eyes, which I probably should do in another colour. Only reason is eyes are the essence of the character, and her eyes are... Yeah, maybe I'll do a red. That's a bit better. There's that, and then there's the... I mean, I will tweak the eyes later. Will's eyes are really, really just a unique design. And up close, the eyes, all the eyes are the same. I'm pretty sure of it. But for her, she's got crystal blue eyes almost. So tweaking this for her is kind of demonic red eye. That just means I can move it. She's going to lose a bit of how she looks. I just know it. Who wants a Pokemon battle? Maybe. Omenheart, yo again. I did say yo before. I don't know if you heard me, but it's nice to see you there. Speaking of which, podcast a different type of video. Okay. Not really sure what he's uploaded. He's probably changed it to be something unique now. Could be a whatever he wants to do. I mean, he's got his book. It could be an advertisement for that coming out soon. Find out in a few minutes. I'm going to just load up and see what the title of it is. It took a little while to load. This is not the normal chaos that we have, but you know, it's like a help video on how to write original stories. Oh wow, no, that's perfect. I'll watch it later. I suppose now that he's done Vigilance and that, he's doing how to get past the planning stage and have fun writing a novel, comic, movie. Yeah, that's brilliant. That's amazing. And Knight's posted something, which is quite cool. But yeah, I'll check that later. Yeah. I guess a lot of people are like, no, there's no character drawings or story. But he's telling you how to make a story. Ooh, actually, I'll watch that later. Her other eye. Is it going to be the same? But it's not fully shown. Yeah, Ven got to get on that. What's that? Yeah, I mean, it's needed. I've been studying a lot about storytelling, and I still don't have it down how I want it to be. And I'm just going to go here. No, that's not the right nose. Needs to come out more and then in. And her mouth is a little smile, so I'll do that. For now. Goofy looking face. We'll leave her mouth out for now. And her nose, because I think the bottom of the face isn't done, but that's... Actually, maybe the nose is supposed to be more there on the line. And the mouth comes more that way. I'll tweak that in a minute, but that's basically Elfie done. Obviously, I will be flattening them all down and making them how they should be. Now, for Will, let's do some of his design. Back to that colour. We may only get roughly into the line art stage tonight. We'll have to see what happens. Well, he did say that the next story is the TAHE storyline. The TAHE? I'm drawing a blank. I'll probably know it when I thingy it. Pocket Studios revolves around pop culture, but he's posting original content. Is this false advertising? No, because he built his whole channel around pop culture, and a lot of the stories that go into it are based upon his original stories, which are probably inspired by pop culture, which will be quite interesting. Yo, Justin, how's it going? Then guess we'll have to deal with Storycross Studios. Maybe. He might be rebranding, but we'll see. Okay, so Tegan's got a skip. Oh, okay, yeah, the Trimix Academy. That makes perfect sense. My mind's drawing a blank there, but thanks for that, Ben. Tegan's got a skip. It's SCP. It's really friendly. So we let it roam around the place. Can I pet it? Why do you want to pet it? Because why not? Well, we do say this SCP is friendly. However, hang on, come on, Farley. Well, we do say this SCP is friendly, and we let it roam around the place. But I wouldn't advise touching it, not if you don't want to end up in another dimension. But anyway, going back to Will now, we can do Will's design on top of this. So let's have a look at his design. He's got quite a cool cape and thingy, so that's not too bad. But I want what outfit is he wearing when he's doing that? The competition. There we go. I need the underlying costume. Perfect. Damn, his waist is going to have a lot. So I'm going to do his costume underlying, but obviously without the cape as such. Or we might have the cape on it. Cape or no cape? I just sent you something that's going to make you laugh. Oh, that was on the Discord, wasn't it? Where did you pull it on the Discord? I'll see if I can load it up and have a quick look, but the machine's going a bit slow today. Yeah, I've seen that meme going around. I don't care about first mirror and Adam, I'll do it later. How much time do I have? Currently, you've got about another 40 minutes-ish. But, yeah. In fact, actually, I'm going to take a quick break between that. So, I have a question for you guys, because I like to put a question out there for you to think about. So, I want to ask you guys, who is your favourite narrator on the channel and why? And I'll be right back in just a moment. I'm back, and we'll continue with Will's design. For those that might have just joined, we've already done the rough character design for Elfie in the background to go behind him. So now we're going to focus on Will and his features and attributes, as it were. That should be quite cool. before we left for a break, I did ask who your favourite character on the channel is, and if you want to say why. So the favourite, like, narrator. Ark says Nexum. Ben says Nexum because of his phobia of Benny Sharp. What phobia of Benny? Benny, yeah. The Benny Sharp guy. Tegan says Dino Claw or Ashana. Dino Claw because of the hat and his personality. Ashana because she was able to slay her god. Cool. So let's get back to drawing this, and I kind of want to focus on the details of her, you know, around the neck and stuff, the clothing, more than anything else for what I want to do in this picture. And then I want to just work on the artwork. So this could take a while, this illustration, but I'm happy to do this over a couple of streams. Yo, Animation, sup? Long time no chat too. How's things going with you? Hope you're enjoying the summer break, maybe, if you've got it. It's summer break for us over here. And, yeah. How's the channel going? The artwork and that? Ark says, I just like the voice and his style. Well, thank you, Ark. It's nice to know we've got a fan of the Nexum original mech armors. Because, you know, it's not easy being the best darn mech armor creator this side, any side. Well, all sides of the multiverse, to be honest. Not like that, con artist Benny Sharp. I mean, did you guys hear he faked his own death? Trying to avoid the taxes or what? Though, to be fair, I kind of would do that if the Department of Multiverse Malice wasn't watching me like a, you know, like a finely tuned hawk. You would have loved the Christmas stream then, Ark. I had Nexum take over. It literally wasn't me. In fact, I could do that. I could turn the camera off and I could just talk as Nexum the whole stream. But I don't know how you guys would like that. I'm also looking on one of my streams, or just my fan arts, of doing a really detailed piece of one single character. Just really like going for the whole shebang on the character, the look, the feel, all the details. Really go for it. Oh, Tegan's got a skip. Shana makes an angry face. Why are you so angry, you, well, you evil psychopathic baby? Looks just angry. Nexum, darling, did you remember to feed her? Ah, scrap. Nexum, Benny faked his death to lure the Archon-Demon. So for... I could have spelled it wrong. No. That was just a cover. I heard from Champagne that Benny actually did that to hide from his taxes. It was just an added bonus they took out an Archon Demon. You heard it here first, but shh. Don't tell Benny. He'll deny the whole thing. Can I adjust the volume a bit? It's a bit low. Are you sure it's not just your... What's low? The music or me talking? Animations. Let me know if it's me or if it's the music on there. The music's done a bit low, but I'm near maximum at the moment. If I go any louder, I'll be breaking through the sound barrier, but hopefully that'll work. Hey, Stella Kitsune. Hello, Dempsey. I got a little art block problem. Can you give me a suggestion on which Pokemon I should do a defensive mimicry on? Ooh. Mewtwo. I'll go with the Mewtwo. I've got one there. It was either Lucario or Mewtwo. Lucario is my favourite I always go to, so Mewtwo. Possibly an interactive stream. If that's the case, we might be able to go a bit longer than normal. And he can solo the IRS. Ben, I'm not causing tax fraud. I'm teaching them how to find those that avoid it by working closely with the Department of Multiversal Matters. Yeah, lovely. Kingpin, sure. I've got Discord here somewhere. If you want to jump onto a quick call with me, I think I might have to do the call out to you. I'll do it direct to you on here, and then I will see if I can find it on the call thing on the side, and hopefully it will work. So let's start a voice call, and then hopefully you can have your Discord open and tell me what your settings are. Not your Discord, sorry, your OBS, because I'm assuming it's an audio input or an audio capture when it works. Hey, can you hear me okay? Are you in? Have you disappeared? Hey, cool. Right, so hopefully it's just selecting, I don't know which one you did, audio input or audio output capture. Cool. So that's cool. I'm going to name it Discord on my one, and then I might just have to choose what the device is. So the device, it doesn't have anything in the device for it though. That's the weird thing. Can you speak a second? No, it doesn't like that. Yeah, it's fine. The stream's going on, and there's just, to be fair, the IRS is what to Capone. So yeah, I've got Discord bit here. Usually you can select the device and then you select what it comes from. Maybe I need to. Maybe I've got a Discord setting I need to tweak. I mean, there are ways you can do it where you can probably set up as a channel and then people jump on the channel when it does it, but that frees it open to everybody. Voice and audio. Oh, streamer mode. That might be it. Streamer mode. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I'm just trying to capture the voice and the audio from it. I mean, I'm on a Mac. It might be completely different setup. No, I haven't managed to find you on this yet. To do it, I'm going to check something. Hi guys, we're trying to make it interactive, so this is going to be interesting. Working live, place near you. Maybe I need to do it as a display capture, maybe a window cap. No, window capture would do. So it's an audio output. So it's definitely got to be audio output, but I'm not getting audio output from. I get you to my headphones. Oh. Oh, how am I going to do that? I wonder if I need to change my... What's your voice and video set to for your output device on Discord? It's not external headphones, is it? Because that's probably what's happening. Mine's external headphones, but I expect for the output device. Discord. So in Discord, in your settings, voice and video, it will have an output device set. What, external headphones? That's what mine's set to. No! Yeah, so you set it to say Discord. Okay, so create a new one called Discord. Pops up, says device, it doesn't want to go. Give me options for any audio stuff. Defaults? I cannot give me any options. It doesn't even give me options like the mic or anything. Oh, no. Maybe it's not output. Wait, they're all input captures. Discord should be output. No, why won't it capture? I could try and see what happens. Apparently YouTube's saying I don't have enough to maintain a smooth stream. Guys, is the stream going smooth? Put a 1 in chat if it is. While we're trying to just figure this out. I hate this because this is like, it should just be off you go, dun dun done. Yeah, definitely. So output device, I'm going to set it to be the external headphones for that. So I'm going to set it to be the MacBook speakers. And then I'm going to see if I can pick them up under Discord. No, I've got nothing under properties for Discord. I can't actually link it. Try saying something a second. It's a bit laggy, but it's okay. I think the calls... I'm not set up optimized for this. I think we'll probably just have to go back to me soloing it for now, and we'll try and figure it another day, because it's a bit weird that it's not. I'll have a read up and have a look, but thank you for trying. And we'll see what we can do. I mean, they might be able to hear you through the speakers over my mic at the moment, but other than that, you know, they're saying it's a bit laggy, so I need to try and give it a bit. Yeah, no, that's cool. Well, thank you for trying, and I'll catch up with you a bit later. So guys, that didn't exactly work, so yeah, never mind that. I'm just going to... So it could be a bit laggy because it's getting near midnight, and I think midnight is when the internet routers do something funny. So we'll see what we can do. Potentially this should be a bit faster now. Let me know if it's come back to normal. It was Kingpin. Unfortunately, we can't get him onto this just yet, which is a shame. But we will work on it, and I will look on it to see what I can do. Is the stream back to being normal, or is it still laggy? Because the connection message should be showing some really, really, really high-grade connection for information. So it's back to normal. Yeah, the Discord call, because it's not set up, it takes a fair bit. Okay, that's fine. That's not a problem. I'll figure out other ways. Even if I have my phone or the iPad on Discord and find a way, you know, my phone on it or something, or another device on Discord in a future stream, and just have the audio coming through somehow. But yeah, at least it's back to normal, which is quite good. Just got to give it a minute to catch up with the stream health. But that's not a problem. We're learning what my new internet can do and what it can't do, and what the actual device I've got can do, which is very interesting, but also quite cool. So that's going to have a design that comes down here, go up there, comes down here and shoots down there, and it comes around there, so it's probably going to be part of that, and then shoots back to around there. And he's just got long, straight, kind of like. Got his top only there. I mean, I know these are a bit higher up on the design. They actually come around here. The lines up and down. That one would come more across there. For the design. I'm basically doing his designs for his costume from the tournament they've been doing, which is quite cool. You got a little bit of time anyway. Nexums, I have no regret getting you and Demonica to babysit Ashana. Oh, that's rude. Actually, I think I can see angel dust behind you. Behind me? Uh-oh. Nexum, do you see the kid as if he's your child as well as Val? No. They're kind of adopted, but they're kind of not. We'll have to just see what happens. Have you ever heard of the story called Vampire System? Is that like that comic advert that keeps coming up where the guy unlocks the book, drops his blood on it, and he becomes awakened as a vampire? Because if so, yes. Delicate says, anyway, Dempsey, what do you think of Leap, my most recent Pokemon that I made a happy guy? Is it in my Discord? I haven't caught up with my Discord in a couple of days, so I do need to do that. There will be an ad happening. I'm going to let it run. I skipped the last one, so you guys can have an ad. Is it in one of the channels, Stella? Kitsune, can you let me know? Because we got a few channels I haven't looked at. Although I went back in the Redraw Submissions to have a look at them the other day, which is quite cool. Your art, I would guess it's under. And Missed Voice. Yeah, but unfortunately we couldn't get Kingpin on the call, which was a bit of a sad bit, but it's not too bad. That's not bad. Oh, they're quite cool art. And then got Stacey's Full Mayday. I've missed so much in this. Ark, I'm loving your designs. They're quite cool. Stella, where did you put your character? It could be back a little bit. Unless it's work in progress, your art feedback. I've seen a few and I've parted a few, but I don't know. Yes, in art feedback. Ah. Oh, that is so cute. The sea bush Pokemon. Oh, that is nice. I like that. That is quite a cool one. But I'm loving all your Pokemon designs at the moment. They're really, really cool. Yeah, definitely looks like a happy little guy. Oh, and the stream's back to excellent connection. So we'll see what we can do. Right, let's jump back onto this, and then we've got a good connection, and we'll see what we can do. I do plan to get Kingpin and the others on a stream. It just may take a little bit of setting up and tweaking it. Even if I've got to set up a custom channel and role in my Discord and have that as a voice channel come through, it's going to be a permission or a setting between Discord and my setup, really. That should be the problem. Other than that, it shouldn't be too bad. And oh, this is going to get complex. I'll get ready for this. So he's got these belt type things that go round, right? And there's some that go around this bit, which is amazing. And then he's got one that comes round basically his legs this way. As it gets up to about here, there's that bit on there, and it comes around here. They are a bit thicker than this, but I'm just doing it for the style of the image. But then he's got another one that's like here. And it comes around there. And it goes underneath there and comes off the edge here. I mean, how many belt things does he need around his waist? But no, that's quite cool. Let's see what we've got. Ark, is that velvet breaking into your house? Ben, Dino Dude is going to have a session free because Nexon will be busy on Friday. Please go see him for the therapy session for the houses. Thank you. Tegan's got little skits. Give me a second. Ooh. He's a infected Resident Evil scientist, if you want to know, Stella. So yeah, they are convenient and they are quite cool. It's just there's a lot of them on this one. Where's the gauntlet picture? I've got a picture of exactly how that gauntlet looks. Perfect, that little glove. Cool, so that'll work, and this is obviously going to come over everything, and then we've got to draw over details. So he's not wearing his goggles in this one, which is fine. I just need the pose for his face at that angle. Nope, not that one. I know I've got one somewhere that does it. Is it weird that I want to see more of Murder Drones? Not really. Murder Drones is quite a cool series. It's just a case of seeing what you can actually sort on it. I want to do his... Oh, but that's going to... Yeah, I've got to do him in this one. I wanted to do his cape from the student body, which would look quite cool. I mean, it would look really cool. But the problem we've got is that if Elfie's in the picture... If I start doing this cape, the cape's going to come over some of this detail here. I mean, it would look cool. I potentially could do it. But then it's going to start taking some of this detail out on here that we got. Let's do a new layer and let's just test this. I'm going to make this layer color not blue. Purple, because we're doing a test. Yeah, I think the finale became a bit anticlimactic in my personal opinion on the end of episode 8. It was... There wasn't anything major doing. I think they may bring more in later on, but... It's a bit weird. The fight scenes were really cool though. They were really nicely well done. It's just... Yeah, it's... I feel a bit let down by the ending, really. Not in a like nasty way. I felt let down because there were so many things, like what happened with her parents, you know, what happened with some of the other characters. I feel if I put his cape on, it's going to be too much almost. Actually, no, I quite like it. We'll see what happens. We'll add his greenish hair. Do a dark green outline for that. Quite like the cut on that. That was a bit weird, Ben, but there's always other things for why it is like it is, which is quite yeah. Right, so I do need to hide that layer again so I can actually pay attention to what I'm doing on this. So he's got a... So coming out the top of the hair, so he's got a bit... Oopsie. I'll colour that one green for the hair. So... got a bit that comes along here. Goes across the front of his face, and there's a blot there. But that also has a blot that comes that way over his face. A bit behind there. There, he's got a bit that comes here. He's got a bit that comes out here, which is quite thin, and he's got a little bit here. Tufty bit out here. He's got some scraggly hair. Why's he got this big, tufty, weird bit of hair? Oh well. It is what it is. I'm sure his hair kind of blends out a little bit. But, oops, wrong way. Go back to that reference. We didn't do the other bits. He's got a bit of hair that tufts down that way. He's got some hair that goes. And then let's just double check. Different angle for his hair. He's got a scruffy hair. Okay, it kind of mirrors out the other side, so that bit in there is just going to be a mass of scruffy bits here. So that bit's coming there like that. Which is fine. And then we want to add eyes. So I'll go red again. He's got some rather unique eyes that if you capture them right, it's going to be cool. Hey, Apple Flavors, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I'm just attempting to zoom in more on my reference image to get the eyes of this guy. His eyes are kind of like key now to get. Oh, that's a bit larger than I was expecting. What's up with those? Oh, it's not a mechanical pencil, that's why. That's fine. Back there to that. Goes up there and that comes back down like that. Get something I've got. Up there and a little shadow there. So here. He's got some really cool details in his eyes. and it's got this like, whole rim bit around there, which goes black. A couple of spikes, some more. That's fine. That's a cool ice style. His eyebrows just come that way. And then we move them along, just to make sure they're in the right place. What else have we got? How's it vibing today? It's vibing good. We've done quite a fair bit. We've actually done 2 characters laid out on the plan of what we're doing. This will probably go into a couple other streams. I don't know if I'll continue for another hour yet. I might do. I haven't got that far. Just to at least get some flats in. But, you know, it's taken its time. We've got multiple characters, and we've done about... Actually, does that work? Is that the command? I'm just going to check it. I don't know if that is the command. There's a command that says how long the stream's been up for. It'll tell us. I thought it was exclamation update, but we'll find out in a second what these commands are. There's a load of hidden commands that I've got in Streamlabs now. Oh, is it uptime? Ah, might be uptime. Hang on. So exclamation uptime, I think, gives you the summary of the stream. I did update, but I think it's uptime. We'll see in a minute. There we go. So we've been streaming for 1 day, 2 hours. So 1 now? There might be a little bit something wrong with that. Exclamation mark quote will give you a random quote. Emote commands gives you commands. Uptime, the channel has been streaming for 2 hours 20 minutes or something, it's supposed to be. I can ban people from commands, but I'll turn them off. I don't know what's going on with that one. That's a bit of a weird one. Wow. Yeah. Oh, it's taking the time from when I scheduled it to now, and then the 2 hours. So what's happened is I scheduled this as a private thing behind the scenes yesterday instead of unlisted or not scheduled when I created the idea for this. So it's technically the stream has been up for 26 hours. However, I've only been live on the stream for about 2, which is quite cool. But yeah, but I'm quite liking how these characters are turning out. Just finishing off the eyes, and then once we've got them done, I can work on the next bit. And with the line art, I will be refining these more. It's just I want to... make him look angrier later. His nose comes along that way, and he's got that there. He's got a little bit of a mouth there. Give him that bit there. Okay. So that's Will. And that's Elfie. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge selected layers and have him as 1 layer. I'm going to lock her in merge selected layers and have her as 1 layer. So this gives us our 2 characters. And then I think I'll start with Will So I'll put a layer in between them, which I can drop opacity or whatever I want, and then I'll put a layer above him, which will be exactly the same, like this. I'll drop that down in opacity just a little bit, just enough to see the lines. Will Serfort. Add a line in there, and that's going to be my line art. And I'm going to start the line art on it. Arc, you've got plenty of time at the moment. If I start in the line art, then I need to finish at least one character's line art, which would be quite cool. I do like the fact that we've got these little, I'd say bots. They drop in every now and again. Arc, if you got free ads, that's fine. That's for a 2-hour stream. Free ads is more than perfectly fine. I wouldn't argue with that in the slightest for a 2.5-hour stream, actually. Ish. Yeah, for a 2 to 2.5-hour stream, I wouldn't argue in the slightest if you've had free ads. That's the best you're going to get. Stream Elements is a third party that allows me to do stuff like so. Or if I have a member appear, I'm going to... So, back 3 months ago, Koi gifted some memberships and stuff, and I think back a little while ago, Minecraft Transformers... so, 14 days ago, Minecraft Transformers celebrated 16 months of membership. So, Stream Elements allows me to do things like this. And I'm just replaying the one from him. Sorry, Minecraft is using an example where I can pop them up on screen and you guys will see it. So, Stream Elements is a third-party thing that you plug into OBS that allows you to do certain aspects. Because I've given them access to my YouTube channel, they can plug into the live stream chat and they can drop certain timers, bots. I can add a counter, so if I was playing a game, you can have a death counter, which works quite well. So, it's just what happens and what they can do. But yeah. Can you do me mine voice acting? I don't know about your voice acting, but I can do Tegan's. Baby Ashana's still napping. Finally, we can have some time to ourselves, the Monica, my sweet. Nexum, darling, you look exhausted. I'm fine. Are you sure? Nexum's asleep. So yeah, so we're going to zoom into this and I'm going to start working on the line art. Now, I do want a size 8 brush, so I'm really going to drop this down to around about 8. And that's going to be more than thick enough to do the line art. Thinner line art works great in Clip Studio to give your rendering more feel, but I will be taking more time on getting these lines right and trying to see what looks right. I want to try and push this a bit more, especially now that I've got the reference pictures in front of me. So this is a longer illustration than normal. This could end up probably taking 20 hours to do all of it or something, but it'll be worth it over the live streams. I'm not doing a straight 20-hour stream. It's midnight here. I am not crazy. He's in the chat somewhere. He's not in the video, unfortunately. We did try to get him on, but one, the stream quality was taking too long because it's not set up right. It was struggling with the Discord and everything. And two, I don't know why Discord audio wasn't actually picking up. So I'll be doing a search and doing some tests. Should be interesting. Voice acting? We could try a bit of voice acting. Heading to stream for a bit, you can talk to Nexum. Yeah, you can talk to any of the narrators and I'll answer a question as best I can from them while I'm drawing this artwork, which is quite cool. yeah, the narrators can chat in this a little bit, if I wish to let them speak. Oh, never skip from Ark. What are you? I'm an angelic demon. How does that make sense? Nixon, how does that make any sense? I don't know why, to be honest. I think I'm a hybrid, though. You're a hybrid? Is this another one of those weird, strange, alternate reality things that we've gotten ourselves into on our last mission? Didn't know the boys in the lab were playing around with angels and demons. Well, Ben's got a question. Nexum, how do you feel about murder drones? Murder drones? They're just AI in robotic. Murder drones? They're just a few AI in, well, in robotic bodies. Some fine craftsmanship, but they can't beat a good old Nexum original mech armor. I mean, let's face it. No way to get corrupted if it's not got an AI, or at least a basic system that can do what you tell it to. Right, I want to get the eye done, so I'm going to zoom in on this eye. And look how he's done it. So that comes round to that. That comes round to that. And then inside of it. Oh, that's interesting. Am I going to draw that? From there and goes that, and then back down to there, and then we can fill that in. Yeah, it is quite an interesting eye design, isn't it? Look. It's not exactly the same, but it's close enough. Definitely a unique eye. Enfold, how do you feel about murder drones? They be a fine training tool. Hard to destroy and kill. Just perfect for good old Enfold here. To let off a bit of steam while he thinks about how he's gonna dismember Loki. And slay the evil, foul, wicked beastie. Oh, the Monica, how do you feel about Chainsaw Man? Next one down. But then, Chainsaw Man is some kind of half demon, half human hybrid. Doesn't have the full power of a demon, yet is tougher than the fleshy humans that you find. He's perfect for sending in to dismember those who oppose Master Loki. Of course, you have to keep this quiet, or I'll send you to a place far, far worse than the Isles of Bewitching Songs. Nexum, you still have that Tikinetic armor. If so, I'm probably going to magically take it, unless you have a protective shield over your workshop. Ooh. Well, you see now, the Tikinetic armor, I don't have it. I kind of sold that one on when I needed a few bit of cash to finish off building the Nexus right underneath the Department of Multiversal Matters. So, we've just got to see what we can do about that one. I think it's fine though. I mean, it's not like you're going to actually need it, and if you take it back magically, well, I don't issue refunds, so it's all good in my book. Ben goes, Connor, how do you feel about murder drones? Connor Farley. Let me have a drink a second. Where now? Murder drones, you say? Oh, I can't do this voice, hang on. The name's Connor. Connor Farley, the clan of Farley, Ireland. And I work for the Foundation. Murder drones, you say? Well, these murder drones, as you call it, the Foundation's had their eye on them for a wee while. From what I can tell, it's enough to drive anybody to want to have a few pints of the black stuff. But the question is, how do you know about the murder drones? They're classified SCP. I think we're going to have to administer some of this next to you. So just hold still a minute while my colleague there injects you with one or two, well, one or two memory aids, we might call it. Here's to Ashana. Are you a dog or person or a cat person? Am I a dog or a cat person? I think the answer to that is I am neither. I just feel like destroying any kind of cute creature. Now, some of the wild beasts you get out there, maybe if they're a cat or a dog, you might take a liking to them. But the ignorant fools like Loki, one of these days when his uses are gone, I'm just going to slay him like those gods. Imagine you have a storyline where you and Fop cross narratives stuck in each other's home dimension so they can stop this threat. That'd be interesting. She's not working with a cat. Well, she is kind of working with a cat, but she's got her own purposes behind it. Right, let's try and do his eye on this side. It's going to be a bit more. Boom, boom, boom. Ba-dum. That's going to be... Shana might be a cat person, she doesn't know it. Possibly. We haven't got that far in her story, to be honest. I do need to flesh that out a bit more. Flaves, it's a shame, but I'll commission a second if you allow it. Slams 40 solid gold bars on the table. Apple Flaves, if you can slam 40 solid gold bars on the table with how much they weigh, damn. Alexis, what would be the craziest reaction, in your opinion, to see an angelic demon? For one of the narrators to literally do something like rip an item of clothing off of someone and actually be an angelic demon themselves, that'd probably be the craziest reaction. Flossie, what do you think about murder drones? Oh, what now? Oh, I've had just about enough of these murder things. It's so unfair. Why is Loki so killer instincts by a cat? And why are we fighting these demons and now we've got murder drones? What are they? Some kind of flying delivery service thing's gone wrong? I think that'd probably be how she would handle that one. I am doing the hair on a separate layer because the hair often is the... Here, let me use some of this. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the narrator reaction. The narrator rips off out her clothing or spins around or something and becomes an angelic demon themselves. That would be the craziest reaction. Here's the kid and Val. What do you guys think of each other? If you have a time talking to two characters, that's a good answer. You can answer as one of them. What do I think of the kid? He's just like a pint-sized Nexum, and he gets on my nerves. He's so boring. Well, when he's working, he's so boring. He's quite easily gullible for anything else. The amount of times I've got him to go and let those dinosaurs out the cages, and I'm taking the rap for it. It's just funny. I don't know what the kid would think of Velocity, to be honest, on that one. Yeah. So, Demonica, question. Is there a demon that looks like a Pokemon, like Mew or Mewtwo? Ooh. Fatigue and Petrie. There are many demons that look like these Pokemon creatures across all of the multiverse. The ones like Mew or Mewtwo are some of the more powerful ones, hidden, causing destruction from behind the scenes. So I'm going to concentrate on this just a minute, because these are kind of crucial lines in the design. Well, that's got some more bits on it. Got two very distinct bits on it, so that everyone can come that way. There. Well, you don't see it in line with the other bit, but no. Hair is so difficult, even when you're copying it for an anime character. I will read yours in a minute, Justin. Sorry, 12:15 here. It's a bit late after being up for I don't know how long. Justin's got, if Velocity met Loki, Velocity. If you're a Loki like the Norse god and the Marvel character, why aren't you arguing with your brother for or getting hounded by the TVA? Loki, I tried to get Marvel to stop using my name, but they wouldn't listen or give me financial aid. Oh, so if you're a Loki like the Norse god, why aren't you fighting with your brother Thor or getting hounded by the TVA? I tried to get Marvel to stop using my name, but they wouldn't listen or give me the financial aid in return. That's quite funny. Apple Flavors. Loki, may I be a bad guy too? Please, I promise not to cause too much calamity and chaos unless it's part of your wishes. Ooh, Loki might hire you, Apple Flavors, after that one. Dino, do you have a favourite dinosaur or prehistoric creature that you've covered? If so, which one? Let me think. Dino Dinoclaw. I'm afraid that they are all wondrous and marvellous creatures. Truly fascinating and hold wondrous ideals for us to study beyond anything one can imagine. I don't have a favourite, however I am partial to any kind of raptor species. That'll do on Dino Dinoclaw, I think. Maybe Loki could try and get some of Graver's cousins to work with him. Possibly. Depends what Loki's looking for in his needs for his army. I like being able to do this bit. Just turn the hair around just a little bit to go. It'd be funny if Dino Dinoclaw's phobia is dino nuggets. Because he thinks dino nuggets are made of actual dinosaurs, he doesn't know that they're made out of chicken. Technically, chickens are evolved dinosaurs, so it would still be made out of dinosaurs. If you believe that kind of stuff, which would be quite interesting to do. Because you've got some in the design, that's quite cool. Actually would be fun seeing Jenny be a hero. That could be an interesting twist. It's quite I'd say quite long. It's quite tricky to sort when you don't know how it all looks. Quite interesting. You think you're almost done? That's cool. I'm going to go on for a little bit to do the line art. I might finish at the hair. I might do some more. Don't know. I haven't quite gotten that far on this yet. His face kind of comes in this way. Actually, that's on the overlay. So his face should come in this way, and it should come out and then back in. And his chin's curved a bit before coming right back into behind the hair. Yeah, I think that'll do for that part. So I can now draw this down for his neck. Round here like so, and like that. It should be probably more like that. Influent. So I've got to bear in mind the cape that I added to him. Ha ha ha. Quite interesting. Dinner Claw, can you show me a dino that can very easily cause chaos and calamity? I'm going for a job with a cat. I need a dinosaur to show the boss that I'm responsible to get him a dino. Oh, that would be an interesting job interview, wouldn't it? Erin, have you seen or heard of Wistoria, Wand and Sword? If you have, what do you think about it so far?
Well now, I think any fella that can act like a warrior and take on those with those magical abilities. He's a fine fighter in my book and one I'd like to go against. Although, I must say, sounds more fun to see who can take out the most mages one by one. You think we can slay them?
Also, would you like to try your hand and fight Will if you had the chance? Oh, he would. He would definitely like to go against Will. So, Loki, could I join you? I'll only appear when there's a live stream, and I'll give you catnip and cardboard boxes.
I think there's room in our ranks for someone as motivated as you are.
I got a new project idea if you want. Black Clover with a sci-fi anime. That'd be an interesting one. I am looking for ideas. Just drop it on the search. So the future video suggestion form above. Just drop it on that. And it'll work. I think it was suggest vid drops it. Exclamation mark suggest vid or video suggestion. Yeah, so exclamation mark suggest vid will drop in the form for you to fill out if you want to do a video suggestion. I'm trying to make it so I don't lose track of any that have been mentioned within the well, basically any that are mentioned within a live stream. I am taking longer on line art nowadays as well when I do stuff because I want to try and just have a bit more. Nice. I want to focus a bit more on some details and depth and stuff in the line art to then go on to the artwork later, and that's a whole process in my mind, which is why while designing this I kind of like starting to work on bits here and there, and probably not the right proportions 100% on this, but it's a good starting point for how to work on these type of illustrations. Don't be afraid to take your time on the line art as well. I appreciate the apple flavors. I've been spending a lot of time learning, it's probably the best way, learning a lot of how to do some of these designs and concepts in some aspects, but also trying to improve my style for this anime style, which will hopefully on the rendering stage will go in, but it's going to be quite interesting. Oh, Hero. H-I-R-O. Hero is the beast summoning kid, who we haven't actually had another video on in a very long time. That's probably long overdue. But that's for various reasons. That character may get revamped or rejigged or tweaked over time. Just basically because of the nature of the beast, as it were. So, yeah, but we shall see. has been a while since we've had any beast summoning battles between Ehrenfold and the beasts that have been in Hero's arsenal. Which is quite cool. I never knew Hero was spelled Hero until Big Bang 6. Yeah, it's Hero. Hero. It sounds like Hero, but it's Hero. But yeah, it's cool. So this whole thing on his arm's going to be basically a cape over him. Oh! I didn't draw the actual other side of it flowing there. Through and goes to there. Okay, so new layer. Eclipse tool, outline only. And just do that. There we go, duplicate the layer. And duplicate that layer again. And erase the ones on that side of it. And drop, drop. Duplicate the layer again, and then just take that over to the other side. Shrink it a bit for perspective reasons, and then just drop it there. I want to skew it. Where's my transform to skew it? Edit, transform, and perspective. That's it. That's much better. And then obviously we're going to lose some of this over here because you won't see it under the cape. And then on this one, you won't see this lot. And this is kind of crucial because this is the... actually, I don't like that one. That's consistent there. That's better. And then what I need to do is just... manually fill the line. Cool. And there's a little line between here and here, because we won't see anything else. So technically speaking, there should be something on the goggles for the joining bit. Yes. They also have a frame around them. I didn't realize they had another frame. Oh, details, details, details. And they have another frame around them, which is quite interesting because I didn't expect them to be another frame. So can I add a layer, go onto that, just get a circle frame roughly. I will look at chat in just a second, guys. I'm just literally trying to get these frames in place because, you know, spending time getting little details right makes a massive difference to the artwork. That's why I want to spend more time on the artwork, because it's literally, I've just dropped that in. So if I go down and I just make that full opacity, that looks much better than what I had before. Got that one, but I do want to merge them down. I'm getting a lot of notifications, probably Discord things getting posted. Yeah, arc's done, awesome. Nexum, how would you feel if you were turned into a marketable plushie? Oh well, that might be a little bit on the fun side. I mean, Nexum, the plushiest mech armor creator this side, any side, all sides of the Toyverse. It's got a nice ring to it. Cool, I'll have a look in a little bit. I'm going to at least go till I finish this artwork here. I want to kind of try to finish off what I've got on this lineup for at least Will's lineup, because, you know, we are drawing it, and then we'll hopefully have this all tied up nicely. Which should be quite cool. Did I see your last message? Oh, hang on, I missed it. I'll just get to it, Justin. Velocity, why did you just take 280 Wendy's chicken nuggets? To make them into dino nuggets so we can scare Mr. Dino Claw. What did you say about scaring people? It's not... What did you say about scaring people, Velocity? It's not nice. Well, unless it's to Mr. Dino Claw or Dino Faker over there. I'm sure he's quite happy to eat some dinosaurs once in a while. So that one doesn't have it on the top part, but that could just be them simplistically doing it. That one definitely has it, so that's fine. That's part of the design. Just working out where all of these bits are gonna completely glow. Well, go. Say glow, go. To flow in nicely with the whole. So I think I've got that. And then erase that bit, because that needs to go over the edge a little bit. Dennis, did you ever watch Tales of the TMT show on Paramount? No, I might have. I don't know. I'd have to see an episode of it or part of it, but I generally don't know. Justin. Oh, Tegan's got to skate. Hang on. I need to have a drink of water. Or continue this. So, there we go. Baby Ashana gets back to destroying stuff. Nexum. Demonica picks up Ashana. If you don't stop that, I will send you to the Forbidden Realm. Ashana, angry face. What's your favourite Pokemon? No reason at all. Lucario. Just literally Lucario. It's my favourite Pokemon. Have I got a Kirby line on this? What's the Belisat curve? I need to test this. Oh, I have got a Kirby line. How do I fill the layer? Close line? Not close line. Fill line? Butter? Not butter? Butter? Ah! So we don't need to close the layer as such. It does it as I'm drawing it. That is quite cool. That can go that way to that bit. That's going to go up to there. That one up to there. And another one of these lines in a second. I quite liked that line tool. That's quite cool. I'm learning a couple new tools here today. This is quite cool. I didn't realise that they had the funky curve tool. That's quite a nice little feature on there. I quite like that. It's going to help with some of these lines in a minute. So to here, and then try and get that line here. Kind of want to go a bit heavier if I can. And Will's kind of coming along nicely. I guess if I took that off, we'd see Elfie in the background, but she's not quite finished yet. Still got to work on the new lines for what we've got here, which is quite cool. Actually, you wouldn't see that bit there. Interesting. You're gonna go draw soon. That's fair enough. I will try to get it to the point where you can actually might showcase the art. Actually, yeah, we will. I'll figure out how to get the Discord opened on the. Well, I'll open up the screen that I've got here, Discord, in a little bit since I sort this out. Imagine for a stream, Dempsey, draws in the middle school in a middle schooler sketchy artwork in a notebook style with lined paper. Okay. Oh, Arc. Demonica Nexum in Angelic Demon Heaven. So this is heaven. It's much more futuristic than I thought it'd be. Yeah, it's cool. Are you sure this isn't a weird delusion? Alright. So hopefully now, if I take that curve again, I can do a new line just to make absolutely sure. I've got to go through the whole object for the curve, which is fine. And I can erase that section out of it. And that section out to give the edges I want here. What size is this brush size for this one? Is it 9? It's 8 as well, so that's fine. Seal these bits off. Oops, wrong tool. And just look to seal this bit here. And this one, and I can draw the final gap bits down here, I expect. And then in there. So that means let's get the line of the curve down. That's a little squiffy. Definitely a little squiffy, that line. That's better, and then we can just erase that bit. That bit. Connect that bit. And that bit. Then you can go into that bit there and that. And erase that bit there, so we've got the little bits that we've got for the details. Quite a fair bit of design detail into this part of the character, which is a little bit I've missed a bit of the chat, so yeah, that's cool. I will do the art this type showcase bit in a bit. At the end, just need to this arm's kind of streamlined, so there's not much muscle to that huge definition. It's just kind of streamlined in this series, so we'll just make his arm streamlined here. And then just join this up. And a lot of the detail is going to come on the colouring of this after. Those look like, yeah, there's some metal, so we want to comes down. It's got the design. Right, what we got? Hang on. Justin says, my Ben 10 Omnibus theory, Ben's hair is long and omnibus because he doesn't have time to get one. He'll stop caring about it. Okay. Dempsey, it looks fantastic so far. Oh, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. It's it is taking its time, but it's come together nicely. And I'm trying to make sure that these kind of like coincide with design. Wise a little bit because the whole side element over here the hand kind of has the design as a part of it. Got white bits going down the glove, so I don't want to draw the white bits in, if that makes sense. Nearly finished with that design bit, but let's just there are some design elements missing of this currently, which will get added and sorted shortly. Going to be simpler down there. I'm not worried about that. Right, so just to make sure I get these lines right. Probably get an ad in a minute, you guys, but it's hopefully going across. Dempsey design his own Ben 10. Maybe that could be an interesting stream. Designing my own Ben 10. That would definitely be interesting. The biggest trick I could probably suggest on drawing stuff like clothing and that is to follow the lines of the body, the shape, the contour. That's how you're going to get your character to, your clothing items to look a little bit more realistic. Like on here I've got a little bit of a kind of a little curve at the bottom bit where you've got the loop down and it folds over, which works quite nicely. After the amount of streams it gets to do this, am I going to draw a void? Possibly. We will see on that one. Void may never have a design. You never know. Depends how often that they're going to show up in the content of it all. Quite a few lines down there, but I'm simplifying his costume slightly with the design here. Any tips on buildings? Simplify them. Simple shapes work, and use a perspective grid. So if your buildings are in 2D perspective, get a perspective grid out, or get a ruler and draw the 2 horizon points and then draw the lines. So you draw your horizon line going along there, you put your 2 points there, you draw a straight line down the middle, and then you just basically diagonally join it to the straight line on each one, and that'll give you building bits on the perspective going along in a 2-dimensional way. That's the biggest bit on that, I would guess would be the best way to do it. And I'll read chat again in a second. I just need to take out some of these extra lines. Don't need to be here. Maybe he is just a void.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Let's draw a void. No, we don't. We don't need to. Why? He doesn't exist. Why? He's just a void. Huh? And that's got a straight line tool there, which is great. And that size is 8. I am looking at the reference for the sword right now, which is quite useful because I can. Don't be afraid to use the tools like straight lines either when you're doing your drawings. I used to think I have to hand draw everything, and it was the smallest move in the block to do. Could have drawn this a whole lot smarter as well. In terms of the sword, I could have just drawn a rectangle, how I wanted it to be, the shapes, and just elongated it off the page. That would have worked really well. But we used the tools we got, and hindsight is a good thing. Other tip, look at references of buildings so you can get an idea of the way that it looks. Yes, definitely references are the key thing on everything. It's going to be erased inside the entire hand. This is the perfect thing about layers, is you can go on a layer, go over another layer, and then you can just join everything up together. I'm going to merge these all into one layer near the end, but it gives you the idea of the whole hand coming around the back, or the and then I can look to this block should be back here. Block, 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 block. So it should be coming out. Visually spacing some of these blocks is not easy to do. As long as it gives enough of the impression. It looks right when it's done. 2 more lines on here. Find the right layer to erase some lines. Add a new line above, 2 straight lines, and just gotta drop them on the sword. That's not right. But I'll sort that in a minute. There we go, that looks a bit better. So other than this mouth and a few other details, I think we've pretty much got most of it in there now. Oh, I've missed so much of the chat. Apparently, no. Oh, you're trying to create the Ehrenfold and the kids versions and stuff, right? Okay. Alright, so we've got that in place. His cape has the black lines going through it, which means I need to make them. So 2 lines going through the center of it. These need to be. I want these to feel more fabricy, so I want them to be a bit more rugged in their design for these lines. I think if they're a bit hand-drawn on this, they look a bit more realistic. Your nose and your mouth now, mate. I hate drawing these parts. It's going to be interesting. Well, that didn't look too bad. Now for your mouth and a new leg, because I'm going to mess this up. Actually, I did that quite well. I say that, it doesn't look quite right with that face there. It was well, but it wasn't quite well enough. How's his mouth in the reference picture? Let's have a look at the reference picture. I mean, we're going on for 3 hours now, but, you know. There we go. That's much better. So, other than maybe a line on his blade, I think he's pretty much done as a character. Does his blade have a line on it? Let's have a look. Yeah. So one more real key line, which probably done with rendering, but it's easy to do here. It's the sword that will have a blade, will have a line down the middle. So that's Will Serfort basically done in a nutshell. I'm going to duplicate his hair and hide it because I feel backup of the hair is probably crucial. But that's basically yeah, that's basically Will done. So, Will's basically done. Woo! For the lineup, which I quite like how this actually turned out. It's turned out really cool so far. I suppose the question is, do I continue for now for the next one? I'm going to take a small break in a minute, and then we'll decide when we get back. So I'm going to do a break, and then you guys will see what happens. So just give me a couple of minutes, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I think I might start working on the line art for Elfie. I'm not sure how much we're going to get done. I would like to just add the fact that it is gone 1 AM here in the UK, so we shall see what happens. But yes, we're working on the line art now for the next character. Or, I don't know, do we do it or do we stop where we are? And then do it again, continue working a bit later on. Don't really know. I know her design is definitely a lot more complex than his. The eyes alone are, well, they're similar, but they are also completely different. I'm sure I've got a close-up of one of her eyes. Yeah, so it's a similar style, but her outline is blue for the hair and stuff, and the eyes, which would be quite interesting. Yeah. Actually, I think probably we will stop and we'll continue Elfie on the next one. Because we have Will done quite nicely. The only thing I want to do for now on Will is probably just maybe we'll do the flats quickly on Will and then we'll continue with Elfie on the next one. That'll probably be the better job. Then we've got almost just a basic flat version of him done. Skin. Clothes. Eyes and hair. I need to get these automated at some point, but skin, clothes, eyes, hair. Some basic colours is all I'm going to drop in. So skin, we can take from that one, because basically the skin tone thing that we've got works really well. I will, just for now, wipe that up so we don't have any distraction on it. So the skin is going to have the line art as the reference there, so that's our line art, I think. Oh, that's Elfie, wasn't it? I did them on the wrong folder. Hang on. There we go. That should be the one. So that should be a reference there. Ah man, I did them on the wrong folder. That gave me a heart attack then. And we'll just sort Will out with his design. Ooh, that's the only bit of skin that we've got there. Clothing's got multiple layers, so we've got a darker blue to dark grey outfit here. There, that one and that one, the main bulk. These little lines are also the similar colour, so we can get those bits of detail in. I need to look at a colour reference, but we'll see. Maybe that should be just a tad lighter on that colour. Yeah, it seems a bit better. Okay, that's much better for that. Gloves are more for a reddish. Cape's more of a purple. Oh, colours do differentiate though, so that's more of a lighter greyish purple. I mean, I know while the thing's been up, it's kind of a blue colour inside to separate it on some bits, but let's just have a look. Speaking, that should be the same colour. The outside's that, and then that's got a much more darker blue layer in there. I guess that's the under colour compared to the top colour, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't do the details on that side bit as well, so I'll do that later. Not really worried about that just yet. There's also gold on these here and here. I guess they were similar colour to that. On those bits. Those as well, but they'll have an overlaid colour a little bit. Much browner. Where's the same colour? That's what's on his. And that goes into new layer, and you got there. Also becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those was there. And I believe it's the same as the sword handle colour. Light grey goes to that. Can't get that bit in there. I need to go all the way back down to that one. For 2 reasons. Those need filling in. And also, they also need to have a blue layer over the top, which is that, boom, boom. It's fine. Super light colour, probably blue off shot. Eyes need fitting in this way and this way. I think it's more purple, his eyes. Yep. I'm not going to do a full colour in, I'm just going to do enough for what I needed to do. Say I'm not adding details, I'm just doing basic flats so we've got a rough filled in colour between now and the next stream, which will be next Monday night, where we will definitely continue this one. Hair has to be the greeniest green colour we've ever seen. Just working out what colours to use where, and that's going to be that. In fact, it doesn't actually have the colour on the inside there, so technically speaking, that's wrong. I did something wrong. doesn't look half as right as he should do. Okay, it's looking a bit more like it. Obviously, I haven't added all the highlights and the colours to make him look spot on like the character, but the general gist is there. But I think that's probably where we're going to be stopping today. I will need to load up Discord quickly to do artwork. Where did you upload it up? Is it your art, maybe? Oh, okay. So I will show the fusion because you've done quite a few. Oh, wow. Okay, right. Let's sort this a second. Okay, I'm not going to show everything. I'll show the last three which has got arc stuff in, and then we're calling it a night once this actually caught up with what I'm doing. Fingers crossed it actually does, chat, so I'll see what's happening. Hit me with ice fireworks. I've missed most of this chat, but you know, I don't think there's anything major to miss. I just need to try and get the... I would, except for I think Discord has crashed. Yeah, I think we've been going so long, we've probably killed a lot of stuff on here. Give me a minute to close a few things and see what we can do, Ark. How would I draw Baby Angelic Demon? I've got no idea. I'd see what I could do for a lot of the features, but yeah. Yeah, I got a feeling Discord has crashed. Force quit. Let's double check. Kill Discord, restart. Okay. Reloading Discord to see if I can share the screen and basically just say about, you know, Ark's artwork. I think there's about 3 in there from Ark. And then we will be... Which is the... always the fun part. With everything that we've got. Sorry, I'm taking some of these bracelet things off my arm a minute while I wait for my Discord to reload. Cool. So we go to the art channel. We also see if we can expand that. Perfect, that's full screen. That's just what we want. Okay, your art. Okay, so Ark has a couple in here, and I'm just going to share the pen display, which works out really nicely for the your art, which we can do a showcase on. So this looks really cool. So I think this is Malware from Ben 10 and Adam from Has Been Hotel, which I really love. It's almost like it's a super villain design. You've got the kind of like the cape on there with the A, but you've got the Malware as kind of like digital galvanic mechamorph design in it, which is really cool. I'm not sure who they're standing on, but there's definitely somebody's having a hard time from this this character and this sort of like creation, but I'm loving the color scheme. It's got the whole villainous evil vibe to it at the same time as having, you know, a nice bit of a sunset behind the ground that stood on. And you've kind of done really well to have the pose where they're coming forwards to look like they're actually standing on the character, which is a bit difficult to do. So I really like that. We then have Ark's next drawing. I'm just double checking what's in there. It's a random incinerator, that's fine, but the mask, it looks quite cool, even though it's a bit weird. The next was your Miku artwork, for the looks of things, which I like this. It looks like an evil version. I love the glowiness on the eyes. As Koifish Gaming would say, glowing eyes for the win. And it's definitely true. I also like the very faint Miku in the background on the screens. That's a really nice touch with the static of the screens. And then you've got like the chess piece and the pawn, sort of like the chess piece for the whole, like, I don't know, it gives a whole vibe of like evil mastermind, which is really good. But yeah, I love that one too. And then we've got the fusion, which came of Will Serfort and Miku, which I actually like this. This looks really cool. You've got all the elements in there. You've got this kind of like floating through space. You've got a whole singing of the tie, one of the locks of hair for the one hair, like the one hairpiece Miku. You've got them fragmented and coming in like a digital glitch, which is quite cool. I love the chessboard with the pieces that are the white pieces that are almost invisible, which looks quite cool. And the whole motion of the piece is really nice. So yeah, I definitely like that one. So yeah, I think that was all of the ones that we've got in there so far, which is cool. Trying to find my way over to the correct screen. There we go. Get back to the screen that we're on. So yeah, so that was awesome, Ark. And now we're basically getting back to where we are. So I think it's literally a case of ending the stream, guys. So thank you for joining me on this 3.5 hour stream, a bit longer than normal, but I'm having fun. As mentioned before, we've got 2 characters in this one. So even though we've done that, we also have the Miku. Not Miku, I said Miku. We've got Elfie from Wistoria Wand and Sword. That's me because I read Ark's comment saying Bill and Miku as I was saying it. But yeah, so we've got that and we're starting to drop the artwork in. So we're starting to build this up and we will work on Elfie next stream. Get her line art and flats done, and then we'll create a illustration with both of them together for this one as a bit of fan art, which I'm really enjoying doing. And while I remember, I'll just save that before I forget. I don't know if we've got any questions before going. If not, then I'm quite happy to end the stream. And yes, Friday will be the community redraw with a whopping 13 characters in it. Not all of them are the redraw submissions. There's a small handful. The rest are like characters from the channel. But it's going to be quite an interesting one, and it's setting stuff up for the future, which will be quite cool. I appreciate that, Ven. I'm looking forward to putting all the flat colours and design on, because once that's on there, it'll look quite cool. And I also think I've kind of got a shady bit already, which shouldn't be that colour. Where is the... interesting. I don't know how far down that one is. Never mind, I'll figure it out later. It's there. I know roughly where part of it is, so it's quite cool. But yeah, this is coming along quite nicely, and we'll see how the final one turns out. It doesn't help that the sign hair for the heart. Yeah, it doesn't help much for what we've got, but it'll be it'll work out quite nicely. I've got all the reference images that I need for this, so it'll work out quite cool. But yeah, anyway, thank you all for joining the stream, guys, and I will catch you next time. Bye, guys.